Today we are discussing data science roadmap with week by week study plan, checklist and free learning resources. To increase the views of my video, I'm not going to say anything unrealistic. This roadmap requires 4 hours study every day for 6 months. So obviously it demands a lot of hard work. So if you are looking for a shortcut, please leave this video right now. Do not waste your time. I myself take data scientist interviews in my companies Atlic Technologies and Code Basics. I have worked for Bloomberg USA for more than 12 years, which is world's biggest financial data analytics company. And I also have data scientist friends working in big tech companies who have helped me with this roadmap. So whatever we are discussing today is a real advice based on industry experience. We are going to talk about both tool skills and core skills. Core skills are equally important for a data scientist role, so make sure you pay attention to that. And after upskilling, you need to learn how you can showcase your work to the world so that you can get interview call and crack the interview. So here is a roadmap PDF which you can download from video description below. You need to study for 6 months, where every day you spend 3 hours in tool skills and 1 hour in core skills. Now before you start the study plan, in week 0, you need to do proper research and protect yourself from scams, because in the edtech industry, there are so many scams going on in the name of job guarantee programs, learn data scientist skills in 1 month. Whenever you see any shortcut where they say you can learn this thing in 1 month or you can get a guaranteed job, most likely it's a scam. Okay, they are making false promises to increase their revenues. Many YouTubers are doing the same thing. So please make sure you're doing a thorough research. You need to also check the credentials of the instructor. Do they have real industry experience? If you're watching any videos on YouTube channel, look at their thumbnails. If they have clickbait type of thumbnails where they promise big things, most likely they are a scam. You should not learn from them, otherwise you will not get a real industry education. So you will spend week 0 in doing this research, and we have provided these 3 different links where we talked about various scams which are going on the market, and these videos and LinkedIn post will make you aware, or it will help you in identifying those scams. Now in week 1 and 2, you will learn Python. As a data scientist, you must know Python. It's a big programming language. You don't need to master all the concepts. You need to learn all of these fundamental concepts, and in order to learn that, you can use a free Python playlist on my YouTube channel, where you need to watch first 16 videos. These videos have exercises as well, so make sure you work on those exercises. Now in terms of your core skills, you need to build your LinkedIn profile. Many times people will spend 6 months, 1 year in learning tool skills, and they don't focus on building their LinkedIn profile, resume and so on. Here what we are doing is we are learning tool skills and core skills in parallel, so that you get some variety and also you are making a progress on both the fronts. Now we have provided a nice LinkedIn checklist which you can use to make your profile solid. So what you'll do is you will read through each of these points and you will say check, check, and by the time you have checked all these checkpoints, your LinkedIn profile will be solid. Now for motivation, I have given a video link of a person who transitioned from a physics background to data science. He's sharing a lot of useful tips, and watching this video will motivate you. It will inspire you so that you can continue your study with a lot of enthusiasm. Now for assignments, you need to work on these 3 assignments. You need to finish all the exercises which I have posted on my GitHub page. You also need to create a professional looking LinkedIn profile. Now to track the assignments, we have given you a Notion template. Notion is a free tool that you can use to track your study progress. So here you need to click on a duplicate button. You need to create a free account on Notion, and then when you duplicate that page was basically a template that we have given to you. You need to copy that template in your own workspace. Okay, so let's say I have copied this template here. Now it will show me a weekly progress. So as you finish your weekly assignments, let's say if I'm saying done, 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 it will update the progress here. See, 33.3%. That's my progress for week 1 and 2. Now here, this is actually for data analyst roadmap, but don't worry, when you're watching this video, we would have prepared this template. So when you click on that, you will get the actual data scientist Notion progress tracker. Okay, so please study with your friends, and in a group you can meet, let's say once in a week, etc., and you can check each other's progress. Data scientists use Pandas, Matplotlib, and Seaborn, these 3 Python libraries, for doing exploratory data analysis, data cleaning, and data transformation. And the base of these libraries, especially Pandas, is Numpy. So you need to focus in week 3 on Numpy library, for which we have this free playlist. And then for Pandas, Matplotlib, and Seaborn, you can watch all these free videos in this course. So this is my math and statistics course, but I have made entire chapter free, so you can learn these skills without spending any money. Once you have got some understanding of these 3 libraries, you need to move on to your core skills, which is following some prominent data science influencers on LinkedIn. For example, Daliana Lu writes about data science tips, ongoing trends. She interviews a lot of people, data scientists who are working in the industry, and by reading her post, you will not only get the knowledge on what's happening in the AI industry, you will get a lot of help in your preparation of your studies and also interview help. Nitin Agarwal is a head of AI in Google, and he also writes a lot of useful posts. So in order to follow this person, you can just click on more and click on follow button, and then go to their post and start reading their old post. Also, when you are following this person day to day, when you are spending your time on LinkedIn, which I would recommend you spend at least half an hour, you will start seeing their post in your feed. After you have read their post, start engaging and start adding comments in their post. Now, when I talk about comments, don't make generic comments like true, absolutely right. It doesn't add any value. Whenever you are adding a valuable opinion, what happens is there will be many people who will like your comment, and some of these folks could be data science managers or data scientists working in the industry. And when you keep on doing this repetitively, those people will have positive impression about you. You will build a good rapport with them. Okay, obviously you can connect with them on LinkedIn, and whenever they have a requirement for a data science position in their team, they can refer you. So don't think that getting these engagements on your comments is totally useless. Actually, there is a psychology at play where you are building connection, you are spreading your influence, or you're spreading your impression in this online world. You need to remember one thing, folks. Online presence is a new form of resume. It's your live resume. You are telling your life story on a day-to-day basis. You need to focus on business fundamentals as well, because as a data scientist, you need to have domain understanding. And in order to build domain understanding, one of the ways is to follow some case studies on YouTube. For example, this one, where they talk about how Amul beat competition during COVID times. And when you're watching this video, you're getting knowledge on data analytics as well as the domain or the business understanding. You're making that thing stronger. Now, as you study, you will have questions. Let's say you're running some program in Python and you get an error. For that, you can use Discord, okay? So Discord server is sort of like a group chat where, see, this person has posted this error, and there are people who will help you. There are 40,000 active community members, so they will help you here. And when you're posting a question, there is some etiquette that you need to follow, which I have mentioned in this particular LinkedIn post. I have given this post link in the PDF, so please read it carefully and learn the art of asking questions. You also need to take help of your 2 best friends, Mr. C and Mr. G. Mr. C is ChatGPT, folks, okay? And Mr. C is Google. So ChatGPT can many times answer your questions. Let's say you are facing an error or you need help with a code block. ChatGPT works amazing, so you need to use that tool for your productivity. And here is the assignment. You need to write meaningful comments on at least 10 LinkedIn posts during week 3, and also note down your key learning from 3 different case studies on Think School and share it with your friends. We have discussed the group study approach, where if you have friends who are also preparing for data science career, make a group and meet at least once a week on Zoom or in person and show one another these assignments that you're working on. Show them the Notion study progress as well. In week 4 to 7, you need to make your fundamental skills stronger, and that fundamental skill is nothing but math and statistics for data science. Many times I see people focusing on fancy frameworks such as TensorFlow, LangChain, and so on. Frameworks keep on changing. What do not change is mathematics and statistics behind data science. So this is a very important module for you. Statistics is a vast field. You don't need to study all the concepts. I have highlighted the fundamental or the most frequently used concepts here. I consulted with my data scientist friends working in the industry, and based on even my own knowledge and experience, we have created this curated list of topics that you need to focus. To learn these topics, you can use this excellent course on Khan Academy. This course has a lot of exercises, easy to understand explanations, and so on. The course is big, but you need to learn the topics which I have mentioned in my PDF. Now, while learning this course, if you have any doubt and if you're not clear, you can take help of StateQuest YouTube channel. This is a very popular statistics YouTube channel. It has very easy, intuitive explanations, so you can use that. You can also use math and statistics playlist on Code Basics YouTube channel. Now, Khan Academy's course and this particular YouTube channel doesn't have Python coding practice, okay? And these two resources are talking about a generic statistics or a generic math. If you want to study statistics with the context of data science, how statistics and math is used in data science, and if you want to practice those concepts in Python, then I have this math and statistics for data science course on my website codebasics.io. It is very affordable and it includes industry project as well, so check it out. Many of the videos are free. For motivation, you can watch this video where I interviewed Pradyumna, who was a petroleum engineer. He became a data scientist in oil and gas company called Halliburton. He talks about how you can use your domain knowledge to get a data scientist job. See, while you're studying, you need some motivation and thrill, and by watching these videos, you're getting that motivation, as well as you are learning some important tips from all these folks who have made transition as a data scientist. And here is the 2 assignment for this particular section. Now in week 8, you will learn exploratory data analysis. So far, you have learned Pandas, Numpy, and also math and statistics. Now you can combine these 2 category of skills to practice exploratory data analysis. Whenever data scientist is dealing with any data set, whenever they are building, let's say, machine learning model, first they will do exploratory data analysis, they will do data cleaning, data transformation, and so on. For practicing exploratory data analysis, you can go to kaggle.com, which is a free website. You can click on data sets and type exploratory data analysis here, okay? And you will find all the data sets on which people have built exploratory data analysis notebook, Jupyter notebooks, okay? So let's say I am checking this particular Netflix data set. So here you will have a data set as well as the notebooks that people have written. For example, let's say if you go here, you will find a data set. See, this is a CSV file. So if you click on this, you can download that CSV file. This has, let's say, 8,000 rows, okay? This is about movie reviews, I think. And then if you go to code section, you will find the notebooks which other people have written on top of this data set. So let's say if you look at this particular notebook, it is doing exploratory data analysis on that particular code. So see, this person is reading the CSV file, then they are using info function, head, then they will be handling missing values, and then I think there should be some visualization as well. See, drop NA and so on. So what you're doing is you are following this notebook and you are also practicing and understanding. And once you have practiced at least let's say 3 notebooks, in terms of assignment, you need to practice on additional 2 notebooks where you will get 2, let's say, fresh data sets from Kaggle, and you will do exploratory data analysis on your own. In week 9 and 10, we will learn SQL. As a data scientist, many times we will be pulling data from relational databases into a Jupyter notebook, and at that time you will be writing SQL queries. And in order to write those queries, you need to have knowledge on basic queries, okay, then joins, then some advanced queries, and so on. You don't need to learn advanced concepts such as database creation, index, trigger, etc., because that is more for data engineers and software engineers. Data scientists rarely use those. Now, in terms of free learning resources, we have this Khan Academy course that you can use. We also have W3 Schools tutorials where you can practice your SQL queries. I also like this website called SQL Bolt, where they have a very intuitive, easy interface. Here you can practice the queries live. See here, if I'm saying year 2001, see it is changing directly. So it's a very nice, intuitive interface. Once you have some understanding of SQL skills, you need to move to soft skills, where you need to improve your presentation skills. Now you will say, why do I need to care about presentation skills? Well, as a data scientist, you will often be presenting your data insights, etc., to business stakeholders, and you will be building PowerPoint presentation at that time. And people think PowerPoint presentation is easy. Actually, it is very hard, okay? To build an effective presentation is an art, and very few people know it. And if you want to learn that art, you can follow this TED Talk. It's an amazing talk where this person shows how you can build very effective, intuitive, and powerful presentations. All right, so I have given link of all of that here. In terms of assignment, you have 2 assignments here. Number 1, you need to participate in SQL Resume Project Challenge on codebasics.io. So if you go here, codebasics.io, we run a free resume project challenge, and this one is on SQL. So you are given a data set, a problem statement, etc., and using that you need to generate some insights. Once you have generated those insights by writing SQL queries, you can create a LinkedIn post and you can share your insights as if you are presenting it to the business stakeholders in a company. So here is a post by Aryan Sharma. When we ran that challenge, Aryan Sharma won that particular challenge. You can still practice. And here Aryan has mentioned what type of SQL techniques he used for generating insights. Then he wrote a nice LinkedIn post. Now see, while writing this post, you're practicing your written English skills. Then you have a presentation here. So here you are practicing your presentation skills. He also made a video, so he is now practicing his verbal communication. And due to all of this, he got a very good engagement. And later on, we also post about the people who have won this project challenges on our LinkedIn handle. Now what happens is, see, I posted about all these folks and I have some 150,000 followers, out of which some of the people will be data science managers. So when I'm posting your name in my LinkedIn feed, it will get attention of those folks and you may get an interview call. Now comes the most important module, machine learning, where you will spend 5 weeks. This module has been divided into 2 categories, pre-processing and model building. Data scientists spend 70% of their time doing pre-processing, where they clean the data, they handle NA values, they treat outliers, data normalization, they do various kind of data transformations, creating new columns, label encoding, feature engineering, train test split, etc. And then comes model building, where you will learn about supervised versus unsupervised learning. Then you will learn about regression, classification, and so on. And we have outlined all these topics here. As such, machine learning field is very big, but we have outlined the important topics, the topics which data scientists use 80% of the time. Now, the good news is that in order to learn these topics, you have this free YouTube playlist with more than 2 million views. If you read the comments, you will get the idea on the quality of this playlist. Videos here include easy explanations, coding, exercises, and so on. We have a separate playlist for feature engineering, which you can follow. And then after you have learned this machine learning skills, in this 5-week time duration, you need to make yourself familiar about project management techniques. And in the agile methodology, there are 2 techniques which are popularly used. And those techniques are Scrum and Kanban. For Scrum, this website is excellent. It has a free videos where you can get an idea on what exactly Scrum is and how people use it to execute the data science projects. In terms of motivation, I interviewed Kanul Singh, who was a mechanical engineer. He practiced using Kaggle, and using his Kaggle credentials, he got a job as a ML engineer. He will give you a lot of Kaggle tips and general career advice, so please watch it out. And here you see the 4 exercises that you need to work on as an assignment. Next 3 weeks you will spend practicing the concepts that you have learned so far. And in order to practice, you need to work on at least 2 projects. One is regression, one is classification. For this, I have a playlist on YouTube for both the projects where we have covered all the stages of a data science project, such as data cleaning, feature engineering, outlier removal, and so on. So I have these 2 projects here. While you are practicing these projects, you need to build ATS resume. ATS stands for Application Tracking System. When you apply as a data scientist job, the companies will have this ATS system which will automatically filter the resume. You need to make sure your resume is ATS friendly. For this, we have a YouTube video where we have talked about various guidelines, such as how to use star method to mention your projects and how to mention different project experience skills and so on. So you can watch this video. We have also given a resume checklist where you can go point by point and you can make improvements in your resume. So when you have checked all these boxes, your resume will be in a very good shape. Folks, in today's time, resumes are losing their importance, and the live resume, which is also known as project portfolio website, is taking their place. Here I am showing you a project portfolio of Raj Gopal, where he has mentioned about his background, his skills, and the projects that he has worked on. Now, when you click on this project, let's say I'm looking at his profile as an interviewer, I can get an understanding on what was the project. He has given, see this video clip, so that I can see that in action, and I have access to his GitHub as well, so I can go and check his code. So building project portfolio website is a must in modern times, for which you can use free tools such as github.io, or you can use tools such as the portfolio builder that we have on codebasics.io. It is available as of this recording to only data analyst bootcamp students, but in the future we are going to make a free version as well, and it will be included in data science bootcamp as well. Then comes Linktree. On Linktree you can link all the different profiles. For example, Naveen has this link, and if someone wants to know about him, he will just send this particular link, and they will get access to his LinkedIn, Instagram, Power BI portfolio, and so on. And here is your assignment. You need to use Fast API instead of Flask in that first project. And we have given some customization ideas for regression and classification projects. Week number 19 to 21 will go in learning deep learning. ChatGPT and majority of the modern AI applications are built using deep learning. Therefore, as a data scientist, it is important that you have fundamentals clear when it comes to deep learning. In fundamentals, you need to know what is neural network, multi-layer perceptron, and some spatial neural network architecture such as CNN and sequence model, RNN, LSTM, etc. Now, if you have knowledge on RNN and LSTM, you might argue, why not transformer? Well, obviously, applications like ChatGPT are built on transformer architecture, but knowing RNN and LSTM will clear your fundamentals, because eventually transformer architecture was derived based on RNN and LSTM, and in the interviews they will ask questions on these topics. We have a complete deep learning playlist. You don't need to learn all the topics, such as I have some videos on distributed computing, GPU optimization, BERT, so on. You just need to learn first like 15 or 20 videos which covers the concepts which we have mentioned in this PDF file. Now the playlist which I showed you is using TensorFlow as a library. There is another framework called PyTorch, and for PyTorch we have this particular playlist which is built by my friend Aritra Sen, who also helped me in building this particular roadmap. So you can go through this as well. After learning deep learning, you can build end-to-end project. So here, this is an end-to-end deep learning project to identify the disease in potato plant, where we have built a mobile application which takes a picture of a plant and it will use deep learning convolutional neural network to predict if this particular plant has a disease or not. And you will see we have covered model deployment, mobile app, data collection, model building, everything. So you can work on this project. And here are the assignments for these 3 weeks. Now in last 3 weeks, so we talked about 6-month roadmap, right? So 6 months is equal to 24 weeks. So in the last 3 months of this 6-month roadmap, you need to learn either NLP or computer vision. I mean, if you have a lot of enthusiasm, you can learn both, but it's like you have become a doctor so far. Before week 22, you have become a doctor, like a general doctor. Now you want to become a specialized doctor, either lung doctor or heart doctor. You don't want to become both. Similarly, you can specialize in NLP or computer vision. NLP field is booming, especially after ChatGPT came. And in NLP, you need to start with regular expression. That is like the fundamental concept. And then you can cover text presentation using count vectorizer and all these topics which I have mentioned here. And we have an NLP playlist on YouTube. So you can follow. This particular playlist covers theory, coding, exercises, everything. It's all free, folks. All it requires is a willpower to learn. In computer vision, these are the topics you need to learn. I don't have any recommendation on good courses so far, so you can figure things out on your own. And here is the assignment. Now see, we have finished 6 months, folks, and there was a lot to learn. And especially when there is a lot of things to learn, you need to learn how to learn, basically, how to effectively learn in a shorter time duration. And for that, you need to follow this concept of spending less time in consuming and spending more time in digesting, implementing, and sharing. So let's say you're watching 15-minute video tutorial. Now you spend another 30 minutes in digesting it. You take note and pen and you try to organize your thoughts and try to understand it. Then you implement, which means you write code, execute, and then you share. So if you have formed a group with your friends, you have a meeting, etc., and you try to share your learning. Nowadays, what's happening is people spend more time in consuming. They watch one YouTube video, then another video comes up. They watch that video, third video, fourth video, and they don't practice. And people are becoming lazy, they are getting distracted. So make sure that doesn't happen with you. And group learning is obviously another concept we have talked about. So we have partner and group finder in our Discord channel, where people are saying, hey, I'm learning this. If you're interested, let's make a group. So you can use this channel. Everything is free, folks. And when you form a group, it becomes more like if you're going to gym alone, you won't have much motivation. But if you're going to gym, or let's say if you're running a marathon with a couple of your friends, then you will feel motivated. Same concept applies in learning data science too. In week 25 onwards, you will be building more projects. You will focus on building online credibility through LinkedIn by participating in Kaggle competitions, helping people on Discord, open source contribution, and so on. And at the end, we have some FAQs. Some people might argue, okay, why didn't you talk about Amazon SageMaker, etc.? I have given my thoughts. These are based on real industry experience. As I said, I have talked to a lot of data scientist friends who are in the industry, and they say during the junior data science interview, they don't talk about cloud offerings. So you don't need to learn it. I mean, if you have time and if you learn it, it's not gonna hurt, but it is not necessary. All right, that's it. All the resources are available in the video description below, folks. Start learning. I wish you all the best. And if you have any question, there is a comment box below.